to Yosef's Gemara Shir. Today I'm going to be teaching you Ziv Brachot Perek Perek Tfilat HaShachar. Let's start with the Mishnah. Tfilat HaShachar ad Chatzot. Rabbi Yehuda Omer ad Dalet Shot. Tfilat HaMincha ad Ha'erev. Rabbi Yehuda Omer ad Plag HaMincha. Tfilat Ha'erev ein lakeva v'shel musafin kol hayom. Rabbi Yehuda Omer ad Zayin Shot. So, that was just our Mishnah that was talking about, it gave different opinions, and it's talking about all the different types of the times of the machlokot and the discussions of the rabbis. So, let's start. So, Tana Kama says it, Tfilat HaShachar tel Chatzot, meaning that when you divide the day into 12 hours, so it's divided into 12 hours, and each hour is called a sha'ah zmanit. So, what does it mean, Tfilat HaShachar ad Chatzot? Rabbi Yehuda is saying that Tfilat HaShachar is until the middle of the day, is until, as if noon, what we will call it, is until count from once the sun rises until the sun sets, and divide that in half, and that's what Tana Kama says is the end of Tfilat Shacharit. Rabbi Yehuda Omer ad Dalet Shot. So Rabbi Yehuda says that it isn't until 6 hours, until half of the day. He says that it's until 4 hours. You have all until 4 hours from when the sun rises until the sun sets. And until the sun sets, that's 12 hours. That's what you divided. Now take the first 4 hours, and that's what Rabbi Yehuda says. Hamincha ad ha'erev. Tfilat hamincha ad ha'erev. And then Tana Kama says that Tfilat hamincha, the mincha, is until the evening, is until the sun sets. Rabbi Yehuda Omer ad Plag HaMincha. And Rabbi Yehuda says, no, it isn't davening mincha until the sun sets. It's davening mincha until Plag HaMincha. So there's a certain time that's called Plag HaMincha, and that's the latest that all opinions go. Plag HaMincha is Rabbi Yehuda said, and there are different times of mincha. There's the time of mincha there's a mincha gdola that's 6.5 hours after sunrise, and there's a mincha ktana that's 9.5 hours until from the sun rising. But then Rabbi Yehuda says that if someone didn't yet daven in the 9.5 hours, he can still daven until Plag HaMincha, but it isn't yet up to when the sun sets, so he can still daven. Tfilat ha'erev ein lakeva, meaning that Aravit, it doesn't have any time there isn't any way of deciding when it's going to be. It's all night. You can daven Arvis all night, but you can only start at a certain time of Aravit. So, v'shel musafin kol hayom, that you can do Rabbi Yehuda Omer ad Zayin Shot, that you can do Tfilat Musaf, you can do that all day long, from the morning until the evening. But Rabbi Yehuda says you can do it up to 7 hours. So in our Mishnah here, we see that Rabbi Yehuda really doesn't like Tana Kama because he doesn't agree with him with everything. So now let's go down to our Gemara. Urminhu mitzvatay manetzach hama kedei sheismoch geula letfila v'nimtza mitpalel bayom. They asked a question. We have in our Mishnah it said that the mitzvah is basically the mitzvah is over here saying that ima netzach hama. So he'll finish davening on the netzach hama. So he'll finish sheismoch geula letfila. So he'll finish geula onto the tefillah. V'nimtza mitpalel bayom. But in our Mishnah it says that he was davening in the daytime up to a certain amount of time. Ki tanya hi levatikin. So what we learn here is that vatikin is better to do, but if you can't do it, so then you do what the Mishnah says. Da'amar Rabbi Yochanan, vatikin ayu gomrim ota im hanetzach hama, v'kulei olma ad chatzot. That vatikin did only finish it until until there's Netzachama. That's the last time you do Shmona Esrei and Netzachama, and then that's the only time when you can stop. And all the rest of the world, and anybody that can't make Vatikin, so then they do up to 12 hours, like what normal people do. Vetulo, ve'odlo, like what else? Ve'hamar Rav Mere Berhe Rav Huna Bre Dok Bne de Rabbi Yirmiyah Bar Abba Amar Rabbi Yochanan. So Rabbi Yochanan is saying in the names of all the long list of rabbis that we just read. Ta'av lo yitpalel aravit mitpalel b'shacharit shtayim. If he forgets to daven Mariv, he forgets it. That's an important detail. He can make up Mariv in Tfilat HaShacharit. And what does he do? He does davens 2 Shmona Esrei for the Tfilat HaRavit. And instead, the first one is Bizmana, is for Shacharit, Tfilat Shacharit. Then he waits a couple of minutes and then he does another Shmona Esrei, and that's for Tfilat HaRavit. B'Shacharit shtayim. Shacharit mitpalel b'mincha shtayim. If he forgets Shacharit, so then he davens in Mincha too. He davens, the first one is Mincha, and the second one is making up for Shacharit. Kule yolma matzle v'azil ad chatzot. All the day you go and daven until midday, until 6 hours sha'ot zmaniyot. Yehav ela schar tefila bizmana. Up till those 12 hours, so then you get the schar tefila bizmana. And even like so, you from alot hashachar all the way until 6 hours. So then you get the sachar for davening. We'll say that's 50 points. Then you get another 50 points for davening on time because you did it until the time that you can do it. Mikan ve'elech schar tefila. And then if you just do it afterwards because you forgot one of the davenings, meaning that you forgot to do Shachrit, so you do 2 Shmona Esrei in Mincha, so then you get the Sechar of Tfilah Bizmana and Tfilah davening for Mincha. Then but then the Tfilah Tashlumin, the davening that you make up for Shacharit, so then that you only get Schar Tfilah. You only get the 50 points for davening, and then afterwards you get but you don't get the 50 points for davening on time. Kule sechar tefila bizmana lo yehavela. Just like what we said, you don't get the points. Ibai lahu ta'ave lo yitpalel mincha ma'u she'yitpalel aravit bet. And now it's a whole different way of thinking. If he forgot Mincha, how should he be able to make up 2 Aravits for Mincha? Im timtza lomar, ta'ave lo yitpalel aravit, mipalel shacharit, bet, mishum dechad yom ahud echtiv, vayehi erev vayehi boker yom echad. They just, like we said, if you forgot Mariv, you do Shacharit twice, because it's one day, because like the pasuk says, "Vayihi erev vayihi boker yom echad." The evening and the day should be one day, should be a day. But over here, so then we saw that it's mincha and then aravit. It's a totally different time. It's as if you're thinking of a totally different universe because it's a totally different day of learning. Hachat tefila bimkom korban hi v'chayvan de'avar yamo batel korbano. That now they're bringing different types of opinions, saying, they're comparing tefillah it's just like korbanot, and then they're saying, but avar yamo batel korbano. If he forgot to do his korban, so then he can't do it. If the day passed, no more korban. Or kevan detzlota rachmehi kol eimat deveimat azil. And then, but in the other hand, it's rachamim. You're asking God for rachamim. So what do you do? And God always wants rachamim. So of course you can do it, and of course you can make up any davening that you didn't do. Amar Rav Huna bar Yuda, Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, Amar Rabbi Yochanan. All those rabbis are saying, Ta'a velo yitpalel mincha mitpalel aravit bet. Ve'en ze mishum davar yomo batel korbano. So their opinion is saying, no, it's just like the korban. It's just like the korban because avar yomo batel korbano. Me'aved lo yuchal litkon v'chesron lo yuchal limanot. מעבד לא יוכל לתקון. זה שבטל קריאת שמע של ערבית וקריאת שמע של שחרית או תפילה של ערבית או תפילה של שחרית וחסרון לא יוכל להימנות. Meaning that also that if you forgot you can only make up the davenings if you actually forgot it. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna sleep late today and then in mincha I'm gonna make up shacharit. You can't do that. You can only make it up if you just forgot. You said, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna wake up and then I'm gonna daven. But he was so tired that he forgot to go to sleep and he snoozed for a long time and he suddenly woke up and he saw that it was dark outside and he missed the davening. And then they're saying that then if you forget Kriyat Shema shel Aravit וקריאת שמע של שחרית, או הדאבנינג of ערבית, או תפילה של שחרית, חסרון לא יוכל להימנות. You can't make it up. זה שנמנו חבריו לדבר מצווה ולא נמנע מהם, if his friends didn't do a mitzvah. אמר רבי יצחק, אמר רבי יוחנן, הכה במה יעסקין שבטל במזיד, אמר רבי אשי דיקה נמי דיקנתי, בטל ולא קנתי תאה שמע ישראל. So he's saying, he says that even if you don't do it on purpose but you say, okay, I'm gonna daven, but you forget, so it's kind of saying, oh, I will daven but not on time, so then you can't do it. Thank you for joining Yosef Ziv Brachot Perek. Bye bye.